have found that vendors are reporting low sales irrespective of them having enough to sell to the general public. Take a watch.
The festive season is an opportunity for vendors to sell commodities that align with the Christmas spirit. However, a cross-section of vendors in Nakasero Market have reported a decline in sales despite having a variety of products.
Some people have hiked their prices, some have not. For example, green pepper is a bit cheap, but passion fruits, lemons, tangerine are a bit expensive. While the tomatoes and onions are extremely expensive, yet people don't have money. But we have bought a variety, but the customers are few.
Vendors attribute the slow rates to skyrocketing prices of some goods, including bananas.
Money is extremely scarce. We honestly don't know why, but the situation is not any good. Generally, essentials come in very late and expensively. That's why we also sell them expensively. The price of bananas is not appealing, very expensive, and the sale is very low. Whoever has bananas has obviously hiked the price. The smallest costs 30,000.
While vendors want to make profits from the season, the market forces have impacted their operations. However, they emphasize that there are still many affordable products.
I came to buy some essentials, but they are generally affordable depending on how much you have. There is something for you.
Some have reduced their prices because of the festive season, and some have hiked so much. Each have been buying 4 passion fruits at 1,000. We have maintained. Come through, you'll get it at the exact price.
Whether prices are high or low, vendors remain hopeful that sales will pick up in the coming days, allowing them to take advantage of the wide range of goods available. Cayenne Faith, Mike Bakablindi for UBC.
That's the situation there, but of course it is all about Christmas, the preparations, and one other thing that people are looking at is meat, and our reporters visited some of the city abattoirs, and the meat dealers they have expressed concern due to lack or low sales in as far as meat is concerned, and this is due to the quarantine on the districts where meat is normally got from, and this is the cattle corridor districts. Let's get more from Saddam Mobali.
The ongoing quarantine affecting several cattle corridor districts in the country has led to a major dip in the meat supply across the city. Only half of the expected cows have been brought into the city abattoir for slaughter. This has caused a drop in the meat supply.
We have a very big worry about the animals that have come in that we are supposed to slaughter for this event. We expect more animals, but we get half of the animals we expected. That's why the meat has gone up, and the competition and the demand is very, very high.
So as per today, we have received a number of few cows compared to other Christmases over the past years. And we attribute that mainly that most of the cattle corridor areas have quarantine.
As traders and customers continue to express their concerns, the call for action from the government has been made as traders urged officials to prioritize the vaccination of cattle in affected districts, which could help lift the quarantine. Despite the challenges, some local butchers hope the situation could improve. Sada Mubale, UBC News, Kampala.
Thanks, Saddam, for that story there. Now, the Ministry of Health has cautioned the general public about the spread of Mpox during this festive season. The Director Public Health at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Daniel Chabainze, told UBC that statistics currently at the Ministry of Health show 6 deaths and over 1,000 cases of Mpox have been recorded from 57 districts with 117 admissions. Take a watch.
On 14th August 2024, World Health Organization declared Mpox a public health emergency of international concern after the African Center for Disease Control declared it a public health emergency of continental security. Records at the Ministry of Health show that so far 6 deaths have been recorded and over 1,000 cases of Mpox recorded from 57 districts of Uganda.
Now we have crossed the 1,000 mark. We have 1,044 cases of Mpox reported in Uganda. Of those, 6 people have died, 6 lives have been lost. So we should not take it that Mpox is not severe. It's a disease which can lead to death, especially people who have chronic diseases, HIV, malnutrition, and the very young ones who can get super infections on top of those.
So as the festive season starts, the Ministry of Health cautions the public that Mpox is spread through contact with an infected person or objects.
We know that Mpox spreads through intimate contact, and people will get Mpox if they share rooms, share beddings, are in crowds with people who are infected, have sexual intimacies with people who are sick. They are going to get infected, and they will further drive the infections into the community. It's very important for us to break the transmission, to stop the spread from one person to another immediately. Otherwise, the disease will go into the population and it will be everywhere and it will almost be impossible to stop. So we have an opportunity this festive seasons as people travel to their communities and villages. If they are already sick, they should not travel. Stay in the location, stay in the home where you are if you are already sick or you've been a contact to the sick people, and we are still following you up for the next 21 days. We have over 4,000 people who have been contacts that we are advising. Please don't travel for the festive season because you are going to seed this infection into other communities. Those who are not sick, continue to observe the normal hygiene practices we've always been telling about. Don't join crowds you don't need to be in. Sanitize your hands. You don't need to handshake.
Meanwhile, Ministry of Health is expecting 10,000 doses of Mpox vaccines early next year, and people most at risk will be given priority. Adia Nakuche, UBC.
Now, President Yoweri Museveni has donated 24 cows to youth living in ghettos to enable them celebrate the festive season. The donation was handed over by Brigadier General Christopher Damulira, who heads the Directorate of Criminal Investigations. While delivering the cows, Brigadier General Damulira warned Ghetto youth still involved in criminal activities to reform, emphasizing that authorities will intensify efforts to curb lawlessness.
Those that think they cannot change, the law is going to catch up with you. This structure is not meant to cover up those that don't want to change. Those who think that crime should be their source of livelihood, we are coming for you and we will remove you from the society.
The 24 cows were allocated to 12 ghetto communities in Kampala and surrounding areas, with each community receiving 2 cows.
This program is part of a wider package that we've been working on, of establishing circles, where the President donated money last year in the circles of Kampala, Wakisa and Mukono. But also you remember that last week the President was in Mbale and he launched the Ghetto Youth Circles for Bugisu sub-region, where we expect him to give more money for the youth in that area also to develop themselves.
Brigadier General Damulira used the occasion to caution the youth against engaging in crime, urging them to take advantage of government initiatives to improve their livelihood.
My appeal to all the youth where you are is that please come and embrace this structure. This structure is meant for you. This structure has every mechanism to attend to what you need. We have formed the circles for you. The requirements for you to access money are very, very basic. They are not as complicated as you go to the bank. Please come and take advantage of this so that you can also change your lives.
Brigadier General Damulida also advised politicians to avoid exploiting ghetto-related issues for political gain, urging them to support development efforts instead.
Close to 4 years that we've been running it, it has changed the youth. A number of them have got something to eat. Those that used to be redundant now have something to do by borrowing money from the circles. So if we all work together as the media, as police, as State House, and all stakeholders, we believe that we have a chance to transform the lives of these young boys and girls who live and work in the ghettos.
Major Emmanuel Kuteisa, an official from the President's office responsible for ghetto and market programs, noted that many ghetto youth have benefited from these initiatives. He highlighted how some have accessed funding to start small businesses.
This is the program which His Excellency has been starting. Now we are seeing it, which is now prospering, to change the mindset of the ghetto.
The ghetto community in Kasokoso, led by their representative Nyombi, expressed their gratitude by sharing meat from the donated cows.
Twebaza nnyo President General Damulira, State House Controller wamu ne Major Kuteesa olw'okulowoozanga ku baana ba ghetto buli lutatadde era nga tubadde tubonaabona nnyo. Abaana babadde babagalira nnyo mu makomera naye olwaleero tulaba nga essuubi weeriri abaana tebakyabasibira mu bintu bitakwatagana.
President Museveni has also previously allocated 1.2 billion shillings to ghetto youth in Kampala and surrounding areas to support self-development projects. Similar initiatives have been extended to other regions such as Mbale to empower youth across the country. This is not the first. Now, the population has been cautioned against overeating during this festive season, as this may result in negative outcomes. The Director of Public Health at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Daniel Chabainze, cautions the public that overeating can lead to health-related challenges like indigestion and discomfort.
As we go for festive season, people tend to overindulge themselves with a lot of food and a lot of varieties. They are mixing all types of food, so many varieties. My appeal to Ugandans and colleagues, please let's eat responsibly. Eat only what is acceptable in terms of volume and the foods that you are used to eating. Don't overeat, don't eat excessively because you'll get indigestion. The body may not be able to digest all the food and you'll eat it very late in the evenings and you add it with a lot of other drinks and alcohol. This will cause you trouble. First of all, the food must be hygienic so that you don't get food poisoning. It must not be stale. It was cooked 2 days or 1 day before and not kept appropriately, because it's going to give you abdominal discomfort, diarrhea, or even vomiting. And we are also asking those who are going to drink alcohol, drink responsibly, don't drink and drive.
Now, as we approach Christmas, many of us are thinking of how we can connect with our loved ones within and far out of the country. But have you also noticed a change in how we are doing this? Our reporter Jane Nyiramjisha weighs in the trend between traditional Christmas cards and social media.
Sending Christmas cards was a norm practiced by people celebrating the festive season. But it seems a lot is changing. Many people are opting for social media to cheer their loved ones instead of sending physical cards. And it is not hard to see why social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and X, formerly known as Twitter, make it easy to connect with just a click.
engeri technology yakola ki ya advancingamu. Most of the people bakozesa nnyo smartphones as in WhatsApp, what and what, all other platforms of wishing their loved ones Christmas ennungi then n'omwaka omujja.
However, some urge that the shift to digital holiday greetings is losing the personal touch, as it cannot replace hand-signed physical cards.
Abantu abamu bakyali kweri enkola enkadde ekozesa Christmas cards, era ne Christmas cards mweziri muno abantu bakyazitunda ate abantu baadde bazibuuza mweno festive season.
Despite the trend shifting to digital, sales of traditional Christmas cards remain high.
We have made profits. As I'm telling you now, even the cards are over for me. I'm even craving for more.
Whether traditional or digital, the most important thing is to take time to reach out and spread some holiday cheer. Jane Nguramjia reporting for UBC.
And indeed, modern technology is changing a lot of things, and it doesn't only stop at Christmas cards, but also when children are sitting for exams. Gone are the days when you find shops full of people buying those success cards. And with that, we'll take a short break and return with much more.
To be a winner, it requires that you exceed all the limits of mankind and womankind. But when you play with MTN Momo, winning is easy. Simply get your phone and use the Momo app or dial *165*3#, enter merchant code, enter amount, enter your Momo PIN and pay. Congratulations! Your stomach is full and now you stand a chance to win mobile money with MTN Momo.
Do you need data collection services, data analysis and reporting, monitoring and evaluation systems? Then contact Mood Technologies, a professional research firm that has provided many organizations with timely research solutions for over 15 years. For more information, visit www.mt.co.ug or call us on 0704 913 399 or 0782 602 963. Visit our office in Kampala at Sayuni Complex in Tinda. Mood Technologies, your professional research firm.
Welcome back from that break, and this is News Tonight here on UBC TV. I am Rukidi Edward Kijanangoma. Now, the Directorate of Traffic and Road Safety has carried out an operation along Kampala-Masaka Road to guide traffic flow as people move to villages for Christmas. Traffic Police spokesperson Michael Kananura joined a road enforcement team and urged passengers to utilize their smartphones and report errant drivers by sharing videos and photos with the police.
The last-minute dash to the countryside to celebrate Christmas. The drive feels longer than it should be, with every spotlight, every curve, and every pedestrian seemingly adding more time to their journey. Cars are moving slower, with the streets packed, where people are rushing to their destinations, with the traffic officers are busy on the road. In a special traffic operation along Kampala-Masaka Road, Traffic Police spokesperson Michael Kananura checks drivers' details as required by traffic rules. Passengers need to be vigilant and use smartphones to record, take photos, and share unofficial contacts of the Uganda police.
By recording videos, I am sure that most people have smartphones. Please let us not keep quiet and die on the roads, even when we can take photos or even record videos of some of these violations on the roads, and then we are able to share them to the authorities for them to take action. I encourage everyone.
Motorists are cautioned of excitement during these days, particularly attracted by alcohol.
Excitement has also claimed lives of people. Those drivers of vehicles that speed on roads, we get to the roads, then we start now competing with other people that we have not started with journeys, that even we're going to different destinations, but then you find us on roads when we are trying to compete. That excitement must stop.
So far, police guides the public to use police WhatsApp numbers to report crime instantly. Abdunasir Lubwama for UBC.
Now, in a related development, UBC TV has looked at the traffic flow in the Kampala Metropolitan area with specific focus on major roads exiting the city. Now, the following shows that you're going to view give the overview of traffic outlook as many people head to villages to celebrate Christmas with relatives in the countryside.
The Vice Chairman of the Brokers for Development organization, Mayanja Edgar, emphasized that those operating outside bus terminals are not genuine brokers.
Each and every person, all Ugandans out there, our message is one: come book in the bus parks. We have gazetted bus parks by the government. Each and every person operating out of the bus park is not part of us. We love our clients. We love our clients. Have a Merry Christmas, but still be safe. Drive our clients safely back home.
Chaligonza Ambrose, who works with Kampala Hoppers buses, thanked the government for its early intervention at Kalonga along the Mitiana Mubende Road, which helped to ease traffic congestion.
Government yaliterereza mu bwangu netusoboka okwanguyako olunaku enaku ekuluze tulimu zino abasabaze bafali mutambula bulungi jo batambude bulungi na sente zabanyigiriza nnyo abasabaze lere bisale tuli kabeyi kalungi mitwalo mukaga 5 kitundu tumutwala bwera customer.
Vincent Biaruhanga, traveling to Fort Portal for Christmas, expressed his happiness and wished fellow Ugandans a joyful festive season.
Wemba mu bus and oxygen feeling comfortable. Tajja bagezeza ko tuseera naye weewaawo banzijeko emitwalo 7. So ntumira family yange Kampala, kyala wange anzalira omwana, inazaala wange anzalira omukyala n'abazadde bange ba brothers ba sister 40 awo Kasusu. Mwena mbagaliza amazaalibwa malungi.
Brian Tumwine Biaruhanga, UBC News.
And of course, we apologize for that mix-up of stories, but let's go to that story where UBC TV has looked at the traffic flow in Kampala Metropolitan area with specific focus being put on the major road exits of the city. Take a watch. Now, those were some of the pictures that we managed to get for you, showing major exit routes out of the city as people travel upcountry to celebrate the festive season with their loved ones. Now, Uganda Prison Service has slaughtered animals at prisons across the country to celebrate this festive season. Over 600 cows and 200 goats have been slaughtered and distributed to inmates and staff. We have more in the following story.
Every 23rd and 24th of December, Uganda Prison Service slaughters animals for inmates and staff as a custom that allows inmates and prison staff celebrate the festive season. This gesture covers 266 prisons countrywide. At least over 78,000 inmates and over 14,000 staff and their family members benefit from the initiative. These activities are carried out under the guidance of health and abattoir regulations. This is an exceptional and unique custom that has been practiced by the Uganda Prison Service for more than 30 years. Charity Nahawe, UBC News.
Now, there had always been a custom in the past when people used to celebrate Christmas, where you'd find well-off families or the rich, slaughtering animals and sharing with their neighbors to show solidarity with them. However, this custom has over the years sort of dwindled. However, in Kirinda village in Masaja division, residents are appreciating their village chief, who has revitalized this tradition with Christmas gifts. He has provided 4 cows and 6,000 kilos of rice to residents. Take a watch.
Our tradition shows that love was true and an important value that transcended time and space. In the past, Christmas was celebrated by slaughtering animals. UBC spoke to some elders to understand what it was before. A resident at Chirinda in Masaja division, Bidadi Mukasa, shares that poverty has changed the mindset besides the growing population, which has altered the community dynamics. The chairman of Chirinda Cell, LC1 Senkungu Lawrence, says his decision stems from the high levels of poverty and his desire to support one another.
Buli nnaku nkulu bwe ziggwa tuba n'emisango mingi nnyo naye ng'emisango egyo banywa ennaku enkulu wabeerawo abaami bano abakyala bano oba abaami bagenda kubanga tebasobodde kugula nnyama na muceere n'amatooke okuwa abantu baabwe kwegamba nti kambigule ntaaseeko eri abo batasobodde kufuna.
Area councils and residents appreciate the chairman's generosity.
Abasiraamu nze gwe mulaba ndi musiraamu naye atugabudde ensawo togiraba ku mutwe.
Twebaza era n'abakulembeze bannaffe ate nga balungi okolagana tukwatagana nti tusobola okuwuliza abatuuze baffe abakirina seera.
Very good and kind gesture there, of course, the world to share with those who cannot afford during this festive season. Now, Rubaga Miracle Center Cathedral has donated a special Christmas package to Naguru Remand Home. Robert Kayanja Jr. delivered the items, which were well received by the Probation and Welfare Officer, Mary Chinobdisha.
Rubaga Miracle Center Cathedral has donated a special Christmas package to Naguru Remand Home for children aged between 12 and 17. The items include a bull, rice, and 50 mattresses. Robert Kayanja Jr., son of Pastor Kayanja, delivered the consignment and also toured the farm and accommodation facilities at the remand home. The Probation and Welfare Office at Naguru Remand Home, Mary Chomgisha, welcomed the donation.
I'm grateful to the Kayanja family, which has chosen to come and celebrate with us. Some people look at us as children who are wasted, children who have stolen, but it is our responsibility to make sure these are good children.
Robert Kayanja Jr. also met with 175 children at the facility, offering them hope and pledging continued support.
We want to support them in all those areas, so getting computers, helping them fully add books to the library, bringing workbooks, and also coming from the ministry we come from. It's important that most times you ask the people what they need instead of assuming. And the good thing about, the mama who runs the head of this place, she knows exactly what they need.
Mary Chomgisha, the Probation and Welfare Officer at Naguru Remand Home, mentioned that many children are held at the facility due to parental negligence.
In line of duty, they commit crimes, and instead of being guided, they are looked at as the criminals. But before you, the children you saw, they only lacked guidance, they lacked love, they lacked support. And most of them talk about mommy and grandma.
Ivan Juko compiled this report for UBC News.
We'll stay in Naguru area code momentarily, and Naguru Police Barracks was filled with holiday cheer as police officers received Christmas gifts from the Inspector General of Police, Abbas Byakagaba, and generous community supporters. Johnson Kichoncho, the commandant of the Naguru Police Barracks, commended both the police boss and the public for their spirit of generosity.
Giving us gifts. The Inspector General of Police and the public have provided Christmas packages to officers at the Naguru Barracks. This is aimed at appreciating officers for their selfless service to the community, often characterized by long working hours and time away from their families. Senior Superintendent of Police, Johnson Chichoncho, the commandant of Naguru Police Barracks, says the gesture has boosted their morale and reminded them that their hard work and dedication to servicing the community are appreciated.
Come to share with us the little they have. As police, mostly in Tinda and Naguru, we are very grateful for these people. We like such a people who appreciate the law, the work that the police does in the public.
The police personnel were visibly enlightened as they received their Christmas packages, which included food items, meat and other essentials.
And I believe everybody in the barracks has picked meat and is going to enjoy Christmas. So on this note, I thank the Inspector General of Police for appreciating the role that we are doing and appreciating the people who are on the ground doing the real work. And I'm assuring people that our personnel are happy after receiving this appreciation, and they are going to work tooth to nail so that the security during this Christmas and the Christmas season and the festival up to the next year is guaranteed.
Kusima Irene, a well-wisher, says this kind of gesture is a testament to the growing partnership between the police and the community.
I appeal to the people who are out there who want to do charities, always also try your best also to consider the people who give us security in our nation. As you can see that police, they have sleepless nights trying to protect us. So it is good at least to remember them and give some love to them. For them also, they have families with children who need to be happy and enjoy Christmas as well.
As the year draws to a close, the generosity shown to Naguru Police Barracks officers shines a beacon of hope, highlighting the importance of community partnerships and appreciation. Robert Katamba, UBC News.
You used to tell me that I don't make you happy. All that time you would be complaining. I'll call you every day, yeah yo, baby dondolo.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks, Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000, or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100 *21# and select daily, or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Prestige Driving School, with over 20 years of driving training experiences and with more than 40 branches across Uganda. Licensed by the Ministry of Works and Transport and the only ISO certified driving school in the country. Offers fresh learner driving training, advanced driver training, defensive driving, and more. Enroll and become a professional driver. Prestige Driving School.
Affordable, professional, and safe.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels, and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Ginger Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukota Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the first floor.
When I came to Judiciary, I found that they had bills of quantities, but they were there on the shelf. And I inquired why we cannot build. They said that there was no money. And I looked at the budget, and I said, no, it's not money, it's actually attitude, which must change. The construction of the Twin Towers for the Supreme Court and the Court of Appeal took us 3 years and 11 months. The construction started in 2020. To be specific, in May. The process of having these Twin Towers was from the beginning to the end. We had a professional approach. And these Twin Towers you see, we used only 115 billion for the Twin Towers of 10 floors, 2 basement parking of 226 vehicles. We had estimated to spend $1,047 per square meter. We used only $975 per square meter. We saved 8.5 billion shillings as a result. What made us succeed, first of all, is teamwork. Teamwork. But teamwork with good leadership. We did supervision. We did monitoring. We had even those 2 extra floors, one of a Court of Appeal, another one for the Supreme Court, the floors for conferences. We were not originally there, but we added them there because we thought we should kill 2 birds with 1 stone. The floor for the gym, steam, those were not also there. The gym and steam were not part of it. But where do we get the money from? We got the money from the contingents. One of the Twin Tower is for the Chief Justice and his Supreme Court judges. And the other one is for the Deputy Chief Justice and his also team. He has got also judges of the Court of Appeal. There are chambers. There are the court halls. The other one has got 3 court halls. This one has got 4 court halls. Then we have got canteen. Then we have got a restaurant for the judges, ICT rooms. Then we have got registrars also. Registrars are those people who help the judges. We've got court clerks. We've got process servers, office superintendent. So all of them are there. Yeah, there is also provision for kids when the parents come to court. So we have made a provision for everybody, including people with disabilities. That conference room you see has got rooms for interpretation. So we are self-contained now. All in all, I can say that professionalism was at its best. Right from the procurement team did a good job. These projects sometimes fail because of corruption. Because some people want Njauru and they end up inflating, they end up favoring bidders. They compromise the whole process. And when people come to know that they have compromised the process, that's how you see they make noise. They blow the whistle. As a result of operating from our offices, we have saved 6 billion shillings per year. But I am still quantifying how much we shall save in the year for those conferences, workshops, and seminars which we have been having outside. By having these court halls, 3 things we have achieved. One of them is security of the judges. Number 2, convenience. Because they can now move from their offices, the chambers, they go to the gym, they go to the steam, they go to the sauna, they come back, they pass through the bar. If you want to have a glass of wine, have it there. Number 3, cost, saving the cost, what I've been talking about. So we have killed so many birds with one stone. Now what we have done here is like a model, but we are also doing construction. We want to embark on the course of appeal in the Guru and in Mbarara. But we are also building high court circuits. We feel strongly that we should do this and have judges do their work so that they can get cases out of court. Because some of these cases which are in court have got an economic implication.
Welcome back, and this is News Tonight here on UBC TV. Let's have a look now at business news. And Uganda Airlines Chief Executive Officer Jennifer Mturaki has assured passengers of smooth operations during this festive season, stating that the airline has fully recovered from previous operational disruptions. Now, with the entire fleet now back in service, Mturaki is confident that the airline is well prepared to meet the anticipated surge in travel demand.
Guests, our customers have not had the best experience with us this last quarter. It's been a mad rush for us to make sure that we deliver you to your point, your destination at the right time and with the right experience that you expect. And these are the things that have really muddled our last quarter, because we are existing because of you. So when we don't deliver that service, and it makes us, or when we don't deliver that service to you, it makes us believe that there's a lot we have to go back and redo. And we are so honored to have received lots of your comments on social media, in person, in our inboxes, and we do appreciate that you bring this information to us. And the airline is working around the clock to normalize our operations. We are back to our 4 CRJ operation after the last mandatory check happened with our CRJ, and the aircraft that has been under maintenance is back in service. And so we are happy to deliver a schedule that we promised you and to deliver you to your points at the right time.
And with that, we've come to the end of this bulletin. Thank you so much for having kept us company. I am Rukidi Edward Kijanangoma. See you later on at 10 p.m.